y'all, it's your girl Mo back at it again with another video, and today we are doing an assignment. We are making abstract art from different feelings, and so I decided to do stress and relaxation. So right now you see in the background I made that on Illustrator, and that is my representation of stress. So I'm putting the primer on and I started lining up my line chart because I was trying to make the diamonds that were in the background, and you know what, it just wasn't working because I got lazy and I decided to color the whole thing orange, and I decided to just cheat and make the diagonal diamond type stuff. But you know, I'm not the best at measuring my lines, and honestly my ADHD just doesn't allow me to take the patience to do it. I'm like, you know what, this is taking too long and it's boring, so let me just rush through it. And I honestly didn't know that this marker was gonna be that shiny. I was like, dang, my eyes were blinded. So I colored in all the little diamonds. You can see all the different sizes, and I tried to like blend it out with some neon paint, but it just wasn't working. And so I was like, you know what, whatever, it's kind of faded enough. And so I started to measure out the shapes from the reference. So my goal was to create like a stress face, like in the kawaii anime type style. So I had to measure out like closing eyes, and I kind of try to make it to where it was like the exact same on both sides. Like you flip it and it's the same. And so yeah, I tried, and you can see I'm trying to use that neon paint again, and it wasn't doing me any justice. I didn't like how sheer it was coming out, and so I ended up trying to do it again later on, as you'll see. It's just not working. It like as many layers as I tried to put on it, it just wasn't working. See, it just faded in. So I just got some yellow and just started doing the triangles for the mouth. I don't know if you can see it. It's like the eyes closing. So you see, I started doing the tension marks. That's what I'm gonna call it, tension marks with orange. And you're gonna see in a minute where I mess up. This one right here, I made it too wide. And a way to erase acrylics is you just get like water while it's still wet. You got to make sure it's wet, because if you don't, you're gonna erase a lot more than just that one mistake. So with everything dry around it and that one wet piece, you can just put some pressure on a wet brush, get a paper towel, and swipe that baby off. Because I think acrylic's like plastic, is it? I don't know. I looked up acrylic and it looked like a stone, and I honestly still don't understand what acrylic is. But you see me, there's the mouth. I am blending it in so it could just, you know, look a little bit more like a mouth. Because, you know, when I feel stressed, I feel like it's not really red. I feel like it's a lot of orange and yellow when I think of the, you know, color, and that's why you see me in the middle. That is supposed to be like the forehead. I'm putting a lot of orange and yellow orange in the middle, because when I get headaches, I think that's what I see the most. But who knows? It's, you know, it's whatever you think stress looks like, because I think red is just too much anger. But you see me here, I am defining the closed eyes. I hope you guys can see the closed eyes, and just making it more defined. And I was trying to make like stress marks in the middle. I was trying to do like some weird cross thing, and it just wasn't working. You see, I just did the same erasing technique. You see that? So I actually had to like draw it out and measure it and whatnot. I hate ruling, but it's so necessary to art. So yeah, and you see me here blending all the colors in so it can look a little bit more, I don't know, nice. I don't know how else to describe it. I am terrible at English, which is crazy because English is my first language and I'm illiterate. I don't know. But yeah, and when I tell you I really enjoyed doing this project, I really enjoyed it. So this is my version of stress, and you're gonna see the bigger canvas at the end. of the video. So I want to get started with relaxation, which this is right here. I decided to do like a bubble, like wave theme. I was trying to go for like water, like the sand, and like there's umbrellas on the sand and then the water. But honestly, it kind of was cool how it turned out anyway. Also, just ignore the background. Okay, I didn't have the studio at the time. I have one now, so my next video would definitely be 10 times better than what you see here. I had to stay with my mom. We just moved from like Washington to Georgia, so you know what? Bear with me, okay? Bear with me. And you see me, I'm like carefully going in with some nice blue and just filling in that blue part. I was trying to do like not really sky blue, but like it's kind of a dark sky blue. I was gonna put some white in there. And when I tell you, like, I feel like the more I paint, the more I'm getting better at like finding the exact shade I was looking for in paint. So I don't know, I was pretty proud of myself with that. I just recently started painting. So I started with this part here, is making like little yellow bubbles or umbrellas, whatever you set your mind to, okay? Because I was trying to make little like floaties, I guess, and then like the sand was the orange part. And when I tell you, like, I was like really questioning this part because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I was like on a time crunch because they only really give you like a week kind of to finish these, but there's like a lot of stuff that's due within those days. Like, I had stuff due on Wednesday, like both my classes, and I was like, hold on a second, can I, like, this is a lot. I got kids, all right? I got kids. I don't got time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Like, I'm trying to paint, and then like my kids are asking me that they're hungry. And then, you know, staying with my parents, I love them. But when I tell you, whew, it was definitely a journey. Because let's just say that we would butt heads a lot. But that's okay. That's just what family does. We just butt heads. So, yeah, I was putting little shades in. I was like, you know what? Let's put a little ombre effect for these bubbles. And I thought it was turning out pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. I had to, like, it was kind of hard putting the white. I had to wait for the paint to dry a little bit because it was like just blending in a little bit too much for me. So I was trying really hard to, like, what's the word? Equalize it, or, you know, harmonize it. I don't know. You guys let me know, because sometimes my wordage is all over the place. So yeah. Another thing with, like, I guess, feeling relaxed, I have a trouble. Okay, I know these bubbles look a little sus. All right, they gonna be sus. Okay. That wasn't my intention. I'm gonna fix it. Okay, it was my intention to make it look questionable, but just whatever. It's a bubble. Okay, it's gonna look better. Trust me. But when I think of, like, relaxation, I think of the water. I think of liquid, because when I was a kid, my dad was in the Marine Corps, so, like, we traveled a lot, and, you know, I've always loved the water. I just did. I really did. And when I dream sometimes, I just feel the waves, and it always calmed me down. I always found a sense of happiness when I was by the water growing up. I don't know. I think it's because my happiest childhood memories was by the water. My dad was stationed in Japan and then in Hawaii. And I don't know. I think that was the last thing I remembered as a kid of being my most happiest, which was kind of sad. My parents ended up divorcing when I was 9, and then we moved back to Missouri, and it was definitely a journey for me. But you know what? I prosper. And once I graduated high school, I decided to do a semester of college. It wasn't my thing. I had undiagnosed ADHD, so like I was really struggling with it. So I joined the Navy, and I did the Navy for like 6 years. I actually got diagnosed with ADHD while I was in, so it actually helped you when I started taking medication for it. So now I could focus a lot better. And when I tell you, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start my art journey. So I ended up getting out of the Navy, and yeah, I am doing art full time now. So you see these little, I was like, you know what? The red's gonna be the chaos, and I honestly, I should have stopped without putting glitter on it. So I took all the big pieces of glitter off, and I made the ends silver on the corners. I made the other one gold on the stress. I put some, it was really hard trying to do this with one hand, okay? Don't judge me. So I was putting command strips on the back because I don't really nail anything down. Command strips are just easy. And so at this little corner of my office, because we moved into our new home at this time, and so I'm just putting this at the corner. It's a little cricket. Don't come for me. I was gonna fix it later. But yeah, here it is, stress and relaxation. And I really hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, check out my TikToks and some of my reels. All right, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.